John. It was wonderful. Our next speaker, I hope I get this pronunciation right, is Rafael Rivadeneira. Rafael has been called a fresh, diverse face and a strong conservative voice, as well as the zap that Illinois' cardio system needs by Illinois Review. Now, if you, like me, had parents or relatives who grew up under a totalitarian regime, Poland in my case, you know more than anybody how much is at stake and what happens when government grows out of control. Rafael's parents fled Castro's communist Cuba in the late 1960s, leaving the tyranny, the poverty, the oppression that Castro put on that island, and pursued freedom and opportunity in America. Rafael was born a few years later, growing up in Rogers Park in Chicago and graduating from U of I at Urbana-Champaign with a degree in finance. At the age of 23, he founded a successful money management firm that ran for over 10 years, and he's now president of Epiphany Portfolios, an offshoot of that term. A lifelong Republican, Rafael has been active in politics since 2000 and is currently president of the Republican National Hispanic Assembly of Illinois, as well as the immediate past president of its DuPage County chapter. He is actively involved in the York Township GOP, the DuPage Young Republicans, the Illinois Republican Party, and is a frequent speaker for the party, including appearances on Telemundo, Univision, and shows such as PBS's The Professors. Rafael's topic this afternoon is why anyone of Hispanic heritage should be a Republican. Rafael?
Hi there. I did have other remarks prepared for today, but given this week's opportunity that Senator Harry Reid gave us, he pretty much put it up on a tee. I just wanted to hit this out of the park.
Kirk.
Hello. All right. I had some other remarks prepared for today, but given Harry Reid's remarks this week about not understanding how any Hispanic could be a Republican, I felt it was just too tempting to go after that. So I created a list of 10 reasons why any person of Hispanic heritage would want to vote Republican. And if you all know, Harry Reid is running against another Tea Party candidate, Sharon Angle, and I hope she can also hear this. It's an open letter I wrote to Senator Harry Reid, and that's what I'm going to read to you. Dear Senator Harry Reid, you say you would like to know how anyone of Hispanic heritage could be a Republican. Allow me to be of assistance. Below are 10 ways anyone of Hispanic heritage could be a Republican. Numero uno. A Hispanic could believe that this country offers more opportunities to work hard and provide for his or her family than any other place on earth in any other time in history, and that economic empowerment and not dependence on government is the key component to freedom. Numero dos. A Hispanic could find it unjust to have to hand over a third or a half of his income in taxes to a wasteful government just because they simply achieved the American dream. Numero tres. A Hispanic could believe that education vouchers and school choice offers the best opportunity for his or her children to be properly educated. Numero cuatro. A Hispanic could believe that putting the demands of the teachers' unions over the needs of the students is upside down and lacks compassion. Numero cinco. A Hispanic could believe that marriage consists of one man married to one woman and that family should be the bedrock of society. Numero seis. A Hispanic could believe that life begins at conception and the destruction of unborn children is murder. Numero siete. A Hispanic could believe that the best way to help the less fortunate are through private giving and providing increased opportunities to be educated and to work. Numero ocho. A Hispanic could believe that gun control bans make them less safe and have been ineffective, a la Chicago and Washington, D.C. Numero nueve. A Hispanic could believe that having secure borders is essential to immigration reform. And numero diez. a Hispanic could believe that President Obama and the Democrats are destroying the economic free enterprise system that attracted many Hispanics to America in favor of the quasi-socialistic economic model of wealth redistribution that many Hispanic immigrants left behind. Yeah. Senator Reid, does that help at all? Are you still confused? Perhaps this means you believe Hispanic has such limited intellects that all we care about are amnesty and handouts, which of course are two things that Democrats excel at. I understand this can be hard to imagine for people like you. You are obviously blinded to your own racial assumptions and stereotypes. When a Republican is like this, you call them racist. You obviously see Hispanics as caricatures, or as a desperate, lazy class of people needing rescue from white men in big government like you. Otherwise, why on earth would it be so hard to imagine why anyone of Hispanic heritage would want to be a Republican? Believe it or not, Senator Reid, the Hispanic citizens of this country have come here like any other immigrant class, ready to learn, ready to provide, and ready to become Americans. Not to be enslaved and entrapped by a government that thinks we are less capable than our fellow Anglo citizens. If you're still confused, Senator Reid, you should understand that we Hispanics do have our own thoughts, our own beliefs, our own individual values, just like any other ethnic group, as a matter of fact. We don't all cook our beans the same way, and we don't all vote the same way. Because even if we all are alike to you, Senator Reid, on the inside we're actually quite different. With whole different brains, hearts, and souls at work within us, each cranking out different views and convictions. Hispanics are a wonderfully diverse and dynamic group of people, but I'll venture a guess on something we probably can all agree on. And that's we don't need you, Senator Reid. Contrary to what you imagine, most of us speak, even English, just fine. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much.